Hello and welcome to another installment in the Christian Book Reviews. Today I am reviewing a Bible, and that Bible, of course, is the ESV Study Bible. Before we get started, Cody, if you're watching this, I never came back with an update. I have started going to an LCMS church in my spare time whenever I can afford. Here's one of the tracts from Palm Sunday. So getting on with the video. This Bible's around 3 inches thick, hard cardboard, and it is stitched. You can see it right here. We zoom in. See the stitching right there. This Bible was given to me by a friend. I don't know the listing price. I'll probably put it somewhere around here after editing the video. But I think it's around $45. This is a very hefty Bible. As you can see, it's around 5-6 pounds, give or take. And it has a beautiful dust jacket. And what I like about this edition, this Bible, is that the dust jacket actually matches what's underneath. We have some... This dust jacket did come mint. The reason it looks a bit so-so is because I, of course, had it in the cover. Coca-Cola, Jesus Christ, Bible cover. This is my current go-to study Bible. I do have an Orthodox study Bible and some other study Bibles, but this is currently my go-to. First off the bat, we have this very nice paper, this very nice texturing. This paper does not feel flimsy at all. There's some other books I have that have a different paper, thinner paper. The Orthodox Study Bible, for example, it's papery thin. Forget papery thin. It's almost, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels so flimsy. But this paper, even though it's very thin, it doesn't feel like it'll rip. So here we go. So the additions. We're gonna see the foreword. ESV Study Bible. I believe the ESV Study Bible is what the Lutheran Church uses for its standard verses and stuff on the prayer book. I believe also in the catechism, the small catechism. I could be wrong. But this is the 2008 ESV Study Bible. Obviously, this is a reprinting. Oh yeah, see? Text edition 2016. This is a relatively new Bible, but this Bible has a lot of stuff I really want to get into. As you can see here, try to zoom in. There we go. Here we have all the contents, the illustrations. It gives you all the pages where the illustrations are. Abbreviations. I believe it does have some Septuagint notes and everything in here. As it does not include the book of the Apocrypha. This is a bit misleading. I thought that it did have the Apocrypha, but it doesn't. This is only for reference notes. Let's get on to chapter 1 of Genesis. This is my first official Bible review. I know, surprising. It's a Christian book review channel. Every single book has an introduction. This is just a user's guide to the ESV. And it has all these articles over there at the end. Eastern Orthodoxy, Liberal Protestantism, Evangelical Protestantism, all these branches of Christianity. It has articles at the end. We'll get into later. Preface to the ESV. Theology of the Old Testament. There's also a theology of the New Testament, and so on. We want to get to Genesis 1. This is something really neat I want to show. So this is Genesis 1 through 2. Not through 2. Genesis 1, verse 1 through 2. And these are all the study notes for Genesis 1 to 26 here. This is just history, Adam. But here's where we get into something interesting. Here, all of this is the study notes for just those first 2 verses. This Bible is not scared of getting deep and dirty into every single aspect of these chapters. It doesn't skim out and just make a short paraphrase. It puts everything, hence the reason it's so thick. It's around, I want to say, maybe 3 inches in thickness, maybe 2.5 inches, give or take. This is not a Bible for people that need glasses. Well, I mean, if you have glasses, you'll probably read this fine. But if you need a squint to read a normal Bible, this is probably not the best Bible or version for you. I'm pretty sure there might be a big text version. I'm not sure. But yeah, getting in with this, it's a very nice Bible. Feels very nice. It's not a carry Bible, it's a table Bible. Because this is very heavy, it's very hefty, but it feels solid. So here we go. We get a map right here of Canaan, Philistia, the Negev, the Horites, the Battle of the Valley of Siddim. And we see these maps scattered all throughout. This is a nice one. The Holy Garments. And of course, this is a study Bible, so you can expect to see a lot of maps, illustrations, diagrams. Something that really draws me in. Again, this is a gift by one of my friends. He's very kind. Like I said, every single book has an introduction. Introduction to Numbers. It just gives the history and the context behind the book. The timeline. What is this? Yeah, the timeline of all the things. And then we finally get to Numbers. Oh, something fell. Running back to chapter 1 of Genesis, I just want to clear something out. This is in no way or form an unbiased Bible. I want to get that clear out of the way. I also have a bias. I'm a Christian man. I'm a very faithful Christian man. And this Bible is very faithful as well. Here we can see. Here there's a note. Here, the initial description of the earth as being without form and void, a phrase repeated within the Old Testament only in Jeremiah 4:23, implies that it lacked order and content. The reference to darkness over the face of the deep points to the absence of light. This initial state will be transformed by God's creative activity. The Spirit of God was hovering. This comment creates a sense of expectation. Something is about to happen. There's no reason to postulate that a long time elapsed between Genesis 1 and 1:2, 1:1 and 1:2, during which time the earth became desolate and empty. Critical scholars, here we see the word critical scholars, argue that the word deep, in Hebrew tehom, is a remnant of Mesopotamian mythology from the creation account called Enuma Elish. Marduk, in fashioning the universe, had also to vanquish Tiamat, a goddess of chaos. These scholars believe that the Hebrew god had to conquer the chaos deity Tiamat in the form of the deep. Notice the similarity, the two words Tehom and Tiamat. There are many linguistic reasons, however, for doubting a direct identification between the two. In any event, there is no conflict in Genesis or in the rest of the Bible between God and the deep, since the deep readily does God's bidding. And here it cites Psalms 33:7, 104 verse 6, and I'm not sure what it is. What's that other one? But as you can see, this Bible is a scholar Bible, but a Christian scholar Bible. So if you wanted to get into this Bible with an unbiased or maybe a critical academics position, you won't find that, because again, this is a Christian study Bible. But again, the facts also point towards the Enuma Elish, my bad, is a false theory. So you could argue that maybe this isn't as biased as I'm pointing out to be. Also, if you guys see the West Huff debate, you should check it out. It's very good. Okay, and then going to the back, as I promised I would. I have an outline. False offense of his legitimacy as an apostle. Of course, I recommend you guys put this Bible flat out because it is heavy and it will tear. Okay, here we go. An overview of doctrine. We get to the resources. God's plan of salvation. Biblical doctrine. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, it's not wanting to load. There we go. Focus. The theology, knowing and loving God. Theological method, the theological process, major categories of study and systematic theology, essential versus peripheral doctrine, general revelation, so yeah, we get a doctrine overview, and all of this is based on what's in here. Again, this is a Protestant study Bible. Not again, I didn't say it in the first place, but this is a Protestant study Bible for anybody wondering. Teachings of two natures of Christ, but this is a council's aligning Bible. So this isn't a sectarian Bible, a sectarian study Bible. This is a legitimate Christian study Bible. I believe anybody can use it. Catholics, Orthodox, Protestants, classical Protestants, modern day evangelicals, non-denom. They can all use this. The only thing I will mention is for Catholics and Orthodox brothers and sisters, this on Mary and all those dogmas, it's not lacking. More of it's against, because this is going from the biblical angle, not the tradition angle. We might see that just a bit. Yeah, there's an overview of the entirety of Christian doctrine. There we go. Reading the Bible as literature. There's a lot on that. The canon of Scripture is a very interesting part. The Apocrypha. See, this is why I'm saying it's a very Protestant Bible, because it leans more to the what is called the Masoretic text, canon of Scripture. Reliability of Bible manuscripts. Archaeology in the Bible. All of these are great resources. The Septuagint, how the New Testament quotes and interprets the Old Testament. I'm pretty sure it talks about the Septuagint in here. Old Testament passages cited in the New Testament. The Bible and Christianity. And yeah, that's pretty much all we get here. But all of this, all of these are, then we get into cults. The Bible and religious cults. Mormons, cool. Jehovah's Witnesses, of course we know they modified their Bible to the New World Translation to fit in with their beliefs. Christian Science, which a lot of people say isn't Christian or science. The New Age movement. The history of salvation. Very in deep here, a lot of verses. Probably have to check this out later. Here we get to the index. Concordance, abbreviations. So, and finally, or probably some people have been waiting for this, to get to, I just want to see if there's anything more. Daily Bible reading plan. Pretty sure this is a good plan to follow, but here we go. We get to the maps. These are, of course, thick stock paper, but they are glossy as well. Can you hear that? It's the reflection right here. It's very glossy, very nicely colored, very good size maps. There's a lot of them. It's a big one. This is the map of the 12 tribes. The Syrian Empire. Is that the Persian? Yep, Persian Empire. Jerusalem. All of this section, all of this is just maps. So for you people very interested in maps, this is perfect for you. Oh, wrong way. But yeah, this is my review of the ESV Study Bible. Would I recommend this? Yes, absolutely. Especially to anyone interested in doctrine, teaching good and healthy doctrine. Anybody interested in studying the Bible with knowledge of context, literal context, and historical context, is a perfect study Bible. It also has a lot of resources on the back, as you guys saw. And overall, it's very good. It's great. It's not really a travel Bible. It's a table Bible, like I mentioned. Oop, crooked camera. Gotta get a new. But yeah, I recommend this. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I try to make a 10-minute review, but it's gonna be around 20 minutes. I hope God blesses you. Found this nice Portals of Prayer. Let me know what you guys want me to review next, because I'm interested in reviewing two things. (2019) Book of Common Prayer, Pew Edition, or this Reader's Digest Bible. Comment down below on what you want to see get reviewed next. Thank you for watching, and Have a blessed day. God bless you.